shorty, okay, shorty, okay, shorty, okay, shorty, okay, shorty, okay, shorty. Go to that bag, go to that bag, go to that bag, go to that bag.
So, say hi to my vlog.
Hi guys, welcome.
The notes out on the phone.
What is the big
Yeah,
one?
it's just started from the phone.
The big one.
There's microscopes in Africa as well.
Well, duh. So, guys.
That's our teacher, Mr. Mr. Shimon and Gangs. He's just come as strict this year. We're so funny. Should I put you in my vlog? So this is my friend. Look at the class. Look at the class. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace.
Okay. Hello. Emmanuel is coming today, yeah?
Emmanuel, say hi to my vlog.
So the 8th.
Yes, I can do. We're going to see the planetarium.
We're going to have the ladies follow me. Follow me in your line, please, ladies. Thank you.
That's my friend. So we're going to
All right, please follow the line. Do quick one.
look at this one. No, really, look at this one. So, see you guys later.
When you sleep as well. So obviously if you're on side, you gotta sleep.
We're gonna be in space, you guys. We're gonna float. We're gonna go into space? Going into space, baby.
Happy birthday.
Fake. In space, guys. Say hi. Hi, guys.
Just take a big step now.
In space.
That side. A big step, guys.
Mohammed.
That side. Okay. Can you guys please shoot?
Sleeping in space. What you want?
Oh my God! Wow!
I don't think the moon is.
Guys, if you guys want nothing to do with a spaceship, space, whatever content, you guys can skip to exactly 17 minutes and 57 seconds.
Around 1 o'clock, and then they keep going further in time until we begin to have the moon sunset.
Say ooh.
This is what we expect our night sky to look like around 9:30 tonight. So what is the first thing that we see?
Stars!
Stars. You also realize that the stars sort of have different colors.
Yes!
Okay, so the important thing is just by looking at the colors of the stars, you can sort of tell how hot the star is. So the blue stars are usually the hottest ones. Yes, the hottest. While the orange and the red are still hot, but they're not as hot as the blue ones. So what else besides stars do you see?
The galaxy.
Okay, yeah. So this is we call the Milky Way. So you see the part that is glowing. Those are billions of stars that are so close to each other that you don't actually see. So I'll actually just put a label. And then, okay, so at this point, I don't want to keep us too long, so I'll...
We can take your time. We have nothing to do.
You guys have class.
Okay, so one other thing, we all know constellations.
Yes, no.
Okay, so constellations are the images that we basically, or mappings of the sky that we create. So the only reason, so these things don't actually exist out there. So you don't expect to find this image when you're going to space. So it's just like how humans have mapped out the Earth with like the different maps of the countries. You don't expect to see those maps when you go off into space like it. So this is just a mapping of the like sky. So it's easier to identify different regions. So I don't know how good your imaginations are, because mine sucks. I usually say either the ancient Greeks.
Guys, can you please?
And then, yeah, you also have a lot of people who believe in all this astrology stuff. Apparently, if you're a Gemini, the zodiac constellations, which are these constellations, they are basically just the constellations that are in the path that I just showed you, where you find all the planets and like the sun and everything. So the important thing is here. So whenever you see Orion up, you will never see, so Orion is over here. So this is Orion. You will never see Scorpio at the same time. Scorpio starts rising somewhere there once Orion starts to set here. So if I just speed up a bit, that, and then you see Scorpio.
Libra, actually. I don't believe in this, but I believe. Libra. Why is Libra?
So at this point, I think we can officially just go off into space. This is all the lights that we get from Windhoek during the night. I'll keep zooming out. You see some lights coming from Walfish Bay here, from Swakop Moon.
Wow.
And then you also see some lights from South Africa. So this is the Namibian coast.
Wow.
So you actually also see this yellow line just above the earth. So the ozone layer is part of that line. So that's actually the edge of the Earth's atmosphere. So it contains all the air that we breathe, and it also protects us from radiation coming from space. And also importantly, there are these rocks. So the equator is actually just like a line that crosses the Earth here, like that cuts the Earth in half. So of the Earth that is facing the sun. So if you just see the sun over there, you see the experience. Because we actually sped up the time, and you remember when we left, we actually left during the night. So
Now we're in America.
So yes. Let's just hope so. So this is like being in the ocean. So about 70% of the Earth's surface is water.
I took on my way to put this
New
video.
Zealand,
It's beautiful.
So we're back at Africa. So this is South Africa. So technically we're in space. So you actually see that Namibia is quite dark.
Yes.
You don't see quite a lot of this light. And that is actually good for doing astronomy. If you want to look into space, having a dark area is actually and that is because they receive a lot of rain. And along with a lot of rain, you also get a lot of clouds. So they can't constantly be doing like observations of space, because the clouds would basically just be blocking the view of space. So that is why Namibia is actually considered the second best country to actually do astronomy from in the entire world. So that is after
Asia, Chile.
Chile.
Did you guys know that Namibia is the second best country in the world to do astronomy in after Chile?
Astronomy from in the entire world. So that is after
Asia, Chile.
Chile in South America is considered. We know that we have satellites that orbit around the Earth. Does anyone have a number how many satellites we have?
Just one.
Someone says one, someone says 3. 7. 5.
1,000.
I'll put on all the functioning satellites that orbit around the Earth. So every single green dot.
Yes, billion.
Satellites.
Come on, one.
What the satellites do? There's 3 for me.
So the satellites that are just above the Earth, those are usually used for stuff like GPS, for internet connection, and tracking weather and stuff like that. And then you have the ones that are in a ring around the Earth. We call those the geostationary satellites. Those ones they always spin with the rotation. And then there is also one important satellite. So over there, we'll just zoom in towards it. Yeah, no, that's not the DSTV satellite. On the International Space Station. So it might actually look small, but it's about the size of a football field. Yeah, no, this is actually not accurate. So in space, it's actually cold. So the
I thought it would be hot because the sun.
The reason why it's hot on Earth is because this also happens with the Earth, but most of the asteroids don't reach the Earth's surface. They actually burn out due to friction when the Earth enter the Earth's atmosphere. And does anyone know how do we see this at night?
Because the sun.
Exactly. So shooting stars. So if you see a shooting star, it's basically an asteroid falling towards the Earth and burning out. So can I just have a random guess? Do we think that the moon is larger or smaller than the Earth? Smaller. But how much smaller?
That's small, but how smaller? Larger.
So the easiest way in the universe to know whether something is smaller or bigger is if something is rotating around something else. You usually expect the one rotating to be smaller. So yes, so now we can actually go to the sun. And just to give you an idea of how big the sun is. So the Earth is one of the smallest planets in our solar system.
Really, sir?
If you took the Earth and you took all the other planets in the solar system and combined them, their total mass will still be less than 1% of the mass of the sun. So that's how huge the sun is. But what you'll see first is actually just a model of the sun, just to give you an idea of what you can expect to see. So yeah, the temperature on the surface of the sun is about 6,000 degrees Celsius. So if you consider that boiling water is 100 degrees Celsius, this is actually 60 times the temperature of boiling water. So if any, yeah, so these black spots, they're actually called sunspots. They're regions on the surface of the sun that are just slightly cooler, and they're usually caused by the sun's magnetic field. So you see the sun's magnetic fields are quite complicated. You actually don't see them, but you notice this there. Is that what? No.
Oh, this is so cute, man.
The black one.
Yeah, like I said, the black ones, they're sunspots, and they're usually caused by the magnetic field.
The sun was
Yes. So just to show you a more accurate image of the sun, so if you come up close to the sun, you'll actually see something more like this. So we see that the sun is basically a ball of
one touch and you are
yes.
gone.
So and then you also have so they aren't here, so that's why we usually show the model first, because from here you can't see the sun towards the north.
Wow, guys, wow.
Okay, so we all know that the sun is also a star, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so do we think that the sun is one of the largest or one of the smallest?
Smallest since you are
One of the smallest.
Okay,
They are more larger.
So now I'll just put some copies of other stars. So I'll start with a star called Sirius B. So we see Sirius B up close to the sun. It's quite small. It's a white dwarf. So we actually see it to be quite small. And then I can put on the closest star to us, or the brightest star, not the closest, but the brightest star in the night sky. So Sirius, as you see, Sirius is slightly bigger than the Earth, or than the Sun. Yes. So it's actually good one. It's actually one of the, when you look at the night sky during the night, the brightest star is usually Sirius. So it's a couple of light years away from the sun. Yes. Yeah, so light year is basically, so this is another star called Canis Major. We also see it's much bigger than Betelgeuse, and it's almost the same color as the sun, so which means it's about the same temperature as the sun. So now we'll just zoom back towards the sun, and now I'll put on all the orbits of the planets around the sun. So how many planets do we have? So we have 8 planets in total. So 4 inner rocky planets that have a solid surface just like the Earth that you can stand on. So that's Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. And then you have 4 outer rock gas planets: Jupiter, Saturn, it's Uranus, not your anus. Yeah, so I'll actually just make them spin a bit around the sun, and once I start to make them spin, you actually.
Where's Pluto?
So Pluto is no longer a planet because they are considered a dwarf planet. So it's still there. No, it's still there. It's just no longer considered a planet. So yeah, we actually see Mercury spins the fastest around the sun, and that is because the closer you are to the sun, the more gravity. The more gravity you experience from the sun, and the faster you spin. So you actually see Neptune, which is the furthest, is actually the one that spins the slowest. So Mercury takes about 88 days to go around the sun. We all know Earth takes 365. Yeah, and then you have Neptune. Yeah, so Neptune takes about 167 Earth years. Most of them actually come between from this area between Mars and Jupiter called the asteroid belt. So this is also probably part of our solar system. So yes.
Can I take it because we're done? We're out of space. We're out of space. We're on Earth.
Yeah, this was a great experience, you guys.
It was amazing.
Coming out from tools.
View the president's body. Look where they look at those people. They're like the military is on the watch, as you can see. And then men, there are a lot of like military people. Yeah, so right now we're gonna go to the parliament. Yeah, I'm gonna remove this after because my edge is out, and I did my own hair, and I'm gonna put this. Let me show you guys. There are like a lot of like military people. Look at this sun. But yeah.
You know, when there are things like this, even the enemies can make funny things. So we should be on the lookout.
Are those big cars mommy called military coups? So we're crossing the road.
It's a long line.
I told you, Miss.
Say hi to my mom. Say hi.
It's such a long line. Oh my god.
What do you think you are? You think you're the president's chauffeur? So niggas, you wanna tell me I dressed up this good? It's in the line. It goes, guys. Let me show you guys. You guys won't think it's a joke. It's all the way there, and everybody is there and there. and there. And there's my family. And me, of course. Yeah. Hope I see my crush here.
What? What the fuck?
So guys, we want pictures there. So shall we take? Let's take a video. What's the video? When we take a picture, think about it. We're literally in here, and we're just gonna take a picture. Wait. Yeah, I'm gonna put my sunglasses on because it's very, 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 very hot. 10 minutes later.
Charles. They just to accommodate everyone. I don't think they will close while the people are cleaning up. They will rather deal with the other things. The second one.
It's so full. It's so pretty. Look, guys. Let me show you guys properly. President, we want to see our president, we want to see our president. They're literally saying it's done. I woke up in the morning, I took a shower, sprayed my favorite cologne on, just to be told it's done. That ain't gonna happen. Guys, as you can see, there is no longer a line. We had to go and view the president's body at the Independence Stadium because these people were running late with their schedule. So yeah, we didn't view the body here at the parliament.
Go and view at the Independence Stadium. We are going to open it last night.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, ma'am. So I said we should move away. Yeah, guys, I didn't see the beauty. These people are just looking at me like I'm out of my mind or something, but we're out here in the presidential suite, guys. So guys, we didn't see the body. Nothing. Okay, bye. I think it's 12. Let me just go to this thing here. I handshake the uncle. again because I just want to see him again. And it's gonna be the last time seeing him. The president's face, and he looks very clean and nice, and I just want to see him again. And I feel very sad, but I also feel happy because I know he's in a better place. So guys, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe.
Okay, shorty.